Hello, 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 everybody. How are we all tonight? Hope we're doing good. Let's try and get on to some stuff here. Let's see, go live. Share this out, and then we will start on combining Evelyn from Masters of the Universe with Wendy Okupa. Okay, that should be interesting. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's grab this link so we can put it in our chat, or not in our chat. So in Discord, and then we'll go into Leona. There we go. Okay, so looks like everybody can see everything. Hopefully you can hear me. My volume's on. Looks like the thing. Now I need to bring up my reference. You know what? Might not be the images I'll be using, but let's bring up a couple images to show everybody for tonight for Evelyn and Wendy Okupa, one of the Koopalings. No. This is actually going to be, I think, the 2002 version. And the action figure. Okay, there we go. Okay, now. Okay, so let's get serious. Okay, so this Let me use a pose, sort of. Old Super Mario Brothers cartoon. There we go. Okay. Okay, there is our beginnings. Which is just more pose that we're not opposing. Hey, Metal. A couple of mean women. Yes. Well, so are you going to come on and talk about this one? Are you eating or something? Hello?
Hello, Rick.
Hey, Fitzchozo.
Tell me when you see Alpha in the chat.
What was that? Something about
Tell me
Alpha?
when you see Alpha.
Okay. When I see him in the chat. Metal's in the chat. He says I might grab it. I might.
Okay. Okay. Cause I was gonna say about. I was gonna say I want to say like I have Doomfist is like a hotbed of stuff that I didn't know already exists when I created it when I first thought of it when I was 13, or didn't exist but did exist later.
Yeah.
That the like I'm probably not changing most of this stuff, but
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Don't
but like
just do it. Do what you got.
what
Don't worry about it. Like
mm,
there's lots of copies of lots of things nowadays. People care, but they don't care. You know, as long as you're doing it enough differently, most people don't care. And sometimes
okay
even
because
if you're doing sometimes if you're doing it, right close to the line or whatever, people don't care. The only ones that you got to care about caring at that point is whoever did the one that's more famous, the most famous, because you just don't want them suing you.
Because it's a hotbed of this bunch of different stuff that either didn't like I said, either did exist but I didn't know about, or did exist but came later after I thought of it. So, like for example, obviously Doomfist is a black guy with a synthetic arm who punches stuff really hard. So that sounds like the Overwatch character, which didn't exist till a year after I thought of my character named Doomfist. But also, so his backstory is basically knockoff Love Muffin. Love Muffin from Phineas and Ferb. Love Muffin, or knockoff Love Muffin, creates about transfers the energy of was essentially a Time Lord. You got to keep in mind, 13-year-old me was really into Doctor Who. Yeah, I changed a lot of stuff. I changed a lot of this stuff later. But
Yeah, like I
but
said, it's all right. Nobody here is judging you.
not from was okay. Well, now transfer the energy from was essentially a Time Lord into the corpse of this dead black guy who was a policeman, with a cybernetic arm attached to him, and creating a super soldier known as Doomfist. So a lot of stuff I did change later, but a lot of stuff just accidentally seems similar to other things.
Yeah, like I
Like
said,
for
like I said,
like I
nobody
didn't mention,
cares. Right.
for example, there's this character who's supposed to be one of Doomfist's main villains called the Milkman. Was his accident? A couple years later, after I thought of this, there's a comic book that came out called Ice Cream Man, which is almost the same concept.
Yeah.
Which is a demon who proposes as an ice cream man in that case.
Yeah. If it shows that unfortunately, there's just nothing new under the sun.
Mm. Yeah,
so you're gonna find somebody that's done something similar to you, all the time, and you just can't worry about it. Sometimes you.
But if you don't know, the Ice Cream Man, that's a comic book series that came out like around 2018. So I'm not exactly sure when. But that's about that's basically just Stephen King's It, but but instead of a clown, it's just Ice Cream Man.
Yeah.
But my idea for the Milkman is that he's supposed to be a parody of Violator, but instead of a clown, he's a milkman.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Cool. It's just as long as you're making it enough different, right?
Like I did not know about. I knew of Invincible, but did not know. I never read Invincible when I was a kid, so I did not know who Dinosaurus was. So
Yeah.
like I got a villain who's was a human weapons engineer who gets turned into a dinosaur man.
Yeah. Like I said, Fitz, Chozo, nobody's judging you here about it. I don't care.
Yeah, but
I have lots of.
I still don't. But I still don't know. I still don't know because I stopped watching Invincible past season 1, and I don't care to watch anymore because I don't care about any of the characters.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Like I have tons of characters that are knockoffs.
No, well, not no. Your characters are I don't really have a lot of characters that the knockoffs. Knockoffs. I have characters that accidentally. A lot of characters Doomfist are accidentally similar to other characters.
Yeah, and I have a few of those too. That like I think me and Metal were talking about one character the last time that he was saying about that I had said about like 2 or 3 shows ago. That was that I didn't know about a certain character, and I created a very similar character myself. It's like, oh well, it happened. So it's you can't let it fret. Can't fret over it. Okay, I gotta get more Wendy Okupa in here. I think I make this.
No, because what else? What else? Uh,
I don't know what else.
but the weird thing with the strange thing about with me is that most of my deals is pulled from different random things that have nothing to do with comics. Most half the time, or you usually very obscure comics. Well, not obscure comics, comics outside Marvel and DC, so you wouldn't know. So
yeah,
the thing is,
some of my names and my
if it's
villains
outside
and
Marvel and
stuff.
DC, you don't know exists, so it doesn't matter.
Some of the stuff names that I got for things, I just went around. I was walking through like a parking lot, and I started taking names of vehicles, like Windstar, Charger, or whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it into my own thing. And, that's all that matters. It's my thing. It's my thing, and it ain't nothing but a chicken wing.
Then again, most people it seems like don't have as much creativity as me. So I've noticed that for some reason.
Or they've learned to temper their creativity because by the time they get to where they can do something of their own, you don't. They're a little bit older, and like half the stuff that I came up with. A lot of the stuff I came up with when I was younger it was a bit creative, but it was a bit generic. Like I tried to copy the Batman villains from the Adam West thing, but make my own or whatever. So it's just all sort of weird stuff. And it was trying to be creative, but probably not creative at the same time. I don't know. Hey, Miss Baby Pac-Man, how cute. No, this is Baby Pac-Man. This is Wendy Okupa, and hello, Raul.
Wendy who?
Wendy Okupa.
From what?
Mario. Well, the character I'm
Oh.
drawing isn't. It's a combination of Wendy Okupa and Evil Lynn.
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
trying
okay.
to combine the two, which is proving difficult, shall we say. You're gonna give her Wendy Okupa's nose. It looks more piggish, but
then again, like I created the Milkman. I thought of the Milkman as like a parody of Violator, but then again, I don't think anyone knows who Violator even is. You probably don't know who Violator is.
I know he's a Spawn villain. I think he's the clown one.
Yes, yes, but yeah, but a lot of people, yeah, but
There's a lot of people
yes,
that would know who Violator is. Violator is fairly, Spawn is a fairly major character nowadays. So I would
mm,
say probably a lot of people know who he
mm.
is.
Just that my idea is accidentally more similar to Ice Cream Man. But Ice
Yeah,
Cream Man didn't exist when I thought of Milkman. But
yeah,
then again, no one knows. Even less people know who Ice Cream Man even is because no one reads comic books especially if it's not Marvel or DC. So
yeah. Ice Cream Man. I would probably agree. Most people don't know who that is, but beyond that, I don't know.
yeah, because I mean, comic book. It's a fairly long running comic book now. By this point, and it came out
Yeah,
when it came out when I was like 16 or something,
yeah.
15 or 16.
But then again, we're dealing with um, is that a Spawn villain? You were saying that was a Spawn villain, right?
Yeah, Violator is a Spawn villain. Yeah.
But Milkman or whatever, or Ice Cream Man,
No,
whatever.
no, no. No, Ice Cream Man is his own comic book property entirely.
Oh, okay.
No, Ice Cream Man came out around 2018 or around 2017, something around that time.
Okay.
It's
If
his
he's his,
own comic book property.
okay,
Literally a comic book called Ice Cream Man.
okay. I get that
With
now. I just didn't keep track of what you were saying properly. So
but Ice Cream Man is the premise of Ice Cream Man is essentially Stephen King's It, but instead of a clown, it's not an Ice Cream Man.
they're not clowning around. They just want to put you on ice.
But it's still, I mean, he still does jokey stuff, but but he also murders people and causes bad things to happen. It's fun
Yeah,
for him.
I got that. Do we have somebody else here? I think I heard somebody else.
No,
Oh no. Okay. I'm hearing things. And if everybody could hit the like button and share it out to
I mean, what is anything going on in the chat?
no, just the last thing was Raul saying something, which I already said about. He said Miss Baby Pac-Man, how cute.
No. Yeah, but then again, I read a lot of obscure comics that most people don't know about because they're outside Marvel and DC, so no one's going. People going to the book shops and just definitely get Batman and X Men.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that do that, but there are quite a few that read the independent ones or, other companies, other major companies. Maybe not as much as Marvel and DC, but these other companies,
But
they wouldn't be able to stay afloat if people weren't reading them. So,
well, even then, most people only go to those other companies to read their licensed comics. Like Boom Studios gets all its money from making those My Little Pony comics or whatever.
yeah, well,
They
they
get the license from
do,
G.I. Joe or something.
but that allows them to put out their other properties that people, not as many people know about, but because they're putting those out, people, there's enough, if you look at the sales, I'm not sure what the sales of, like these ones are, but they got to be enough to pay. They're making money, yeah, through the licensed properties, but through other stuff, like Savage Dragon. Once upon a time, made good sales. Same with Spawn. I don't know what their sales are nowadays. I don't pay attention to that stuff, but if
Mm.
they're
Yeah, like
if they're heck, Spawn got a card. Well, Savage Dragon got a cartoon,
but
so he
both
must
of
have
them
been.
did.
Yeah. Well, did Spawn have an ongoing cartoon? I believe Savage Dragon was on.
Yes, he did have a cartoon show.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure whether it was, I know he had one animated movie, Spawn.
It
I
wasn't a
know he's
movie.
had
No,
a
he didn't
couple.
just
I know,
have an
and I
animated
know
movie. He
he's
had
had
a
a
show.
couple live action too. But
We had
and
one
then,
live action movie and
yeah,
an animated show.
yeah, and I know there's a character called Nightman. I forget what the company was through. He got a TV show, so people do read independent stuff out there. A lot of people do, and it's popular enough that people are putting, they're making shows of some of these. Do they go over well? Some of them, no. Do they last well? But they're popular enough to even consider making a TV show. So that says to me something.
Yeah, but like half of the comics and the comics I've mentioned on this show, you probably don't even know what that even is.
Yeah,
Like
probably
I've
not.
mentioned, like I
Because
mentioned, Man Goat Bunny Man before.
that I'll admit I don't. Is Donkey
Oh,
Kong Mario care? Donkey
yes,
Kong was Donkey Kong a Mario character? Technically,
yes.
or you could say Mario's a Donkey Kong character since Mario first appeared in Donkey Kong. Although over in I think Japan it was called Jumpman, so not Donkey Kong. Depends on who you go,
But
whether you go America or Canada
but um.
or America or Japan.
But like you probably don't. You probably did, yeah. You probably didn't know what Lenore was when I mentioned that, or
Yeah,
I don't think.
I
I don't
think
think I.
are these a
Yeah.
lot of these animes because I know
No, no,
anime
no, no, no.
manga.
They're not Japanese. They're American.
Okay, okay. I'm just asking. Like like I used to go to the comic book shop every week, and yes, I got mainly DC and Marvel. I have other character stuff in my collection as well.
Hmm.
Like I have 3,000 comic books. Yes, there's a lot of
Hmm.
DC, there's a lot of Marvel, there's a lot of Archie. But I do have probably, three or 400 not, I think 300 or 400, maybe it's only 200 or 100 non, um, you know, DC, Marvel, Archie. You know, I'll admit those are my
Like I.
big three.
Okay. Like I said, the stuff I'm mentioning isn't even Japanese, it's just American, and
Yeah,
that
yeah,
probably makes it even less known. So
yeah.
like, yeah, I don't think I've ever mentioned Luther Strode on this show before.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Probably not. But like I
No,
have
no,
I think I have a Shadow Hulk comic or two, Protectors. You know,
mm.
some have some Milestone. I think before DC bought them, but maybe
I
it
mean,
was
it's
after.
always part of DC. Uh,
Not originally. I believe it was
well,
its
they're not
own.
part of the universe originally, but they were still part of the company financially.
Okay.
Um, I've mentioned Chew before. That's also American, an American comic
Yeah.
book. So you probably don't even know what he's even why stuff even is.
Yeah. Well, it also depends on when they came out too. Probably early thousands. I stopped going to the comic book uh thing on a regular basis because
Mm,
lack of money.
mm,
Um, so and then the one that really got a bunch of those lesser known titles, shall we say, There was a chain store here called Silver Snail. They
Mm,
had like three stores in the area, one here, one in
mm,
Toronto, one or two in Toronto, maybe one in Ottawa, so maybe there was four in total.
mm,
Unfortunately, they
mm,
went out of business, at least in Hamilton, and that was my main store for a while. Then I went to a couple other
mm,
stores, and they went out of
mm,
business, and then I wasn't able before. Well, they went out of business now, but I didn't have the money to buy a bunch of stuff before they went out of business.
mm,
So
mm,
it is what it is.
So yeah. I think the oldest comic, oldest obscure comic that's probably didn't existed that I mentioned before was like Lenore.
Yeah,
But
probably.
I think Evil Ernie. That's the oldest one I mentioned. But but most people just But Evil Ernie issue 1 is the first appearance of Lady Death. So I guess that's not that some only barely relevant.
Yeah, I have heard of Lady Death.
Yeah, that was her first appearance in Evil Ernie issue 1. She's his motivation. So
Uh,
he wants to appease this the female symbol of death. So he has to commit genocide uh, on the rest of the human race. That's his goal of the character Evil Ernie.
Metal says, "Why does
Mm,
it matter if it's obscure or not?" Yeah, because I'm sure
mm,
there's Marvel and DC characters that a lot of people haven't heard of too.
mm. No, yeah, because if you know Evil Ernie's motivation, Evil Ernie, even don't know that's about some zombie serial killer who's motivated by Lady Death, and Lady Death to as he wants to date Death, date Lady Death.
So
So this
he's
demon called Lady
Thanos.
Death, and no, yes, basically yes, the exact same origin. He wants to date Death, so he has to kill all these people, and that's the. And every time Ernie kills somebody, they come back from the dead as a zombie on his control, and they kill, and so allow him to kill more people. Yeah, he's basically Thanos. Well, it's strange. He has the exact same motivation. But I think they had to change or retcon a lot of stuff later because yeah, this backstory does not make Lady Death look good. So this Lady Death's kind of main character now.
Yeah, well, she's got a bunch of her own comic books, so
Mm. I
the guy
mean, no,
does
because she has big boob.
the guy does some very successful crowdfundings on Kickstarter last time I knew.
Lenore, if you don't know, that's also about a zombie serial killer. It was came out at the exact same time as Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and it's pretty much the same.
Mm.
No, but on this stats, a zombie. It's a zombie 10-year-old girl, but and she's not as not as insane as Johnny is. Uh, you probably don't know what Johnny is about. What Johnny the Homicidal Maniac is about is this normal human serial killer, but not normal human because he mentally he's all messed up, but physically just seem like a normal human. There's supernatural elements there though. Who as basically the same guy who made Invader Zim. So and he gotta kill people and he used their blood to paint this wall in his house.
Well,
For some reason.
good for him.
Now,
Definitely, probably not something
because
that I'm interested in.
because and the reason why you gotta paint the wall in the house with their blood is because there's a demon that's sealed behind that wall and it's gonna be unleashed onto the world if he doesn't do that. Uh,
Good for him, I
but
guess.
but anyway, but Johnny's insane and he's always thinking about suicide. And he talks to stuffed animals because he thinks they're actually talking to him because he's schizophrenic or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He talks to it's a comedy.
Okay, well,
Both Johnny and the homicidal maniac.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
both Johnny and
you like it, I guess. I'm taking
both
it
Johnny and
you
the
like
homicidal
it.
maniac. Yeah, both Johnny and the homicidal maniac and Lenore are comedies. Now Lenore's came out around the exact same time. It's also a comedy. It's about this little girl who's a zombie, and it's a 10-year-old girl. She just goes around committing murders basically. And that's a joke.
Uh, if it's
And she
supposed to
makes
be.
jokes about it. That's
Okay, I guess good for them. I don't know what to say. Like I said, not really my thing, it's. And that's probably why I haven't heard of a bunch of these things because a lot of them, they're just really not my thing. I'm sure if they were my thing, I would. No. No, it's not, Raul.
what I was saying.
He asked whether I know is an anime, and I asked that earlier, so no.
I said, no, it's American comic. But there's also also I mentioned Chew before, which is about it came out. It was fairly popular. I remember that was fairly popular. It came out in 2011. I think that was somewhat popular, but only in the comic book circles. So not popular outside of comic book circles. But then eventually that fell off. But Chew was about the Chinese guy named Mr. Chew who's a detective, and he's cursed with a weird power where if he eats anything, he experiences their memories. The memories of anything he eats, literally anything he eats. If he eats something, he experiences everything that thing had experienced.
Okay, good
Up to
for
the point
him.
of it going in his
I
mouth.
guess. I don't know what to say about.
And he's a detective. And the only thing, and he's super skinny because the only thing that he can eat that doesn't give him memories of that thing he ate is beets. That's it. That's the only. If he eats anything else, he experiences that memory. So if he eats a chicken sandwich, he experiences everything that chicken went through up until they got onto his plate.
Okay, well, I guess people really know how to beat him.
He's it's really more of a curse than a power. And he used that power as a detective to solve murders.
Yeah, it'd be a good field to
Solve
go
all kinds
into.
of
Good way to solve your cases. Hey, can I have a little bit of that victim? That person that died? You want to give me a little bit of the skin to eat? Be a little weird, but hey.
Mhm.
And Raul was asking for a link for you to send him a link to I know or however you pronounced it.
Lenore.
Leno.
Lenore. Lenore, the cute little dead girl. Just type that into Google.
Who is that girl laughing? I think that's Fitzjones or me. And hello, Joshua.
But the Strange Talent of Luther Strode. Well, whole comic book franchise as a whole is called Luther Strode. And they changed the rest of the title gets changed every series. But Luther Strode was about this some teenage boy who reads a workout magazine called the Herculean Method, and doing the workout exercise turns him into a superhuman with superhuman strength. And so he tries to become a superhero, but there turns out there's other people who use that same technique, and they're kind of immortal, they're kind of immortal, and they do all kinds of gruesome crimes across history, and so he has to fight the other ones.
Okay.
And he has to fight the other ones. That's basically.
I guess good for him.
Mm-hmm. Uh, like he just works out and getting super sprint because he worked out in this specific way. It's ridiculous.
Well, I am currently trying to combine Evil Lynn with Wendy Okupa, Joshua. And actually, I think it's coming around along pretty good. I think I'm liking what I got here. I think we're gonna have Raul on combining Donkey Kong with some. Maybe he'll combine Donkey Kong with Beastman.
Um, uh, might be going off stream for a bit. I'll probably pop back in a little bit later. Hold on.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna create a different layer here to create her staff wand. Oh, now we did the top half. Wendy's staff. Maybe we should try and find out Belin's staff. That's a little. I would have drawn her as a short stack. Now, unfortunately, the Star Rail anniversary update is already live. Okay. Meaning you won't be coming on? Well, she's not as tall as Evil Lynn here, I would say. But she's definitely taller than Wendy Okupa. Uh, Joshua. Star Rail? Star Rail is a video game, a computer video game. Sort of like what's the name of it? Me Metal played. A gotcha type game. What was why can't I think of it? What is that? This show. What is that? This show so cool. Learn a lot. Laugh out loud. A short stack? What is a short stack or Star Rail or? Oh, you're trying to think of Genshin Impact. Yes. Metal, I was. Let's see. Transform. There we go. At least it looks a little bit more the right size. Although her leg definitely probably needs to be widened. Do 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 do. do 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 do. Bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. In the town of Bedrock. I don't know why I got the Flintstones theme going through my head. Okay, so now we need to. I'm trying to do something I was avoiding. Gotta do her arms now. Well, her lower arms. Okay, I think I'm gonna you create a secondary lower.
I'm back.
Uh-huh. Thanks for warning us. Although I'm not sure whether it's a warning since it's as you're here. I don't know.
Mm. Maybe live action. But keep in mind, when you reading indie comics, you're gonna come across gritty stuff often because one of the most popular genres of comic books after superheroes is horror. So you gotta understand that.
Yeah,
So you gotta understand that. Like, of
I
course, you're
do.
gonna occasionally talk about some gritty stuff. I mean, I don't just read superhero comics.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, like but one that isn't definitely isn't horror is Man Golden Bunny Man, which is a comedy. It's kind of a comedy action thing. I can't really describe it. It's kind of like a mix of those two things. But Man Golden Bunny Man, I've mentioned before. It's like it's like a man. It's a cryptid world where cryptids are all real and they're actively hiding from humans. And there's these two duo of two cryptid guys, Man Goat and Bunny Man, who have to fight other monsters and mutants and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
And it's because it came out like 6 years ago around COVID. I found out it still was still going recently. So I'm like, wow, it's still going. Wow, that stuff's actually stayed around, still going. It's posted by Xenoscope, the same
Well,
company that makes all those, the same company that makes all those cheesecake fairy tale comics.
well,
But I mean, this is
I've
all
heard
the
of that company, Xenoscope, and I
but
don't
it's
know.
not it's not like the fairy tale comics though.
Yeah, well,
The fairy tale
uh,
comics the Xenoscope makes is all TNA. Yes, I've actually found their comics in the public library before.
yeah.
And it's just about making sexy female versions of fairy tale characters. That's all their fairy tale comics is really about.
I
That's
don't
how they
know one
sell.
way or another for that, so I can't really comment on that. Like I said, all I know is I've heard of Xenoscope. I think back when I was sailing the high seas to get my comic books on a regular basis, I think I probably got a couple things by them
An
because there'd be
error.
files that I just downloaded for everything for the week, and
My camera.
Hey,
Good.
hello,
Yeah.
Raul.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
Okay,
evening. I got it to work.
okay,
Yeah,
so click Raul.
but
I'm not
but
interrupting. Keep
No,
going, sir. Fizz.
but then in the end of the day, I just read a lot of different things.
yeah,
Normal people. I don't really care about a lot of. I don't really care about a lot of Marvel and DC stuff.
yeah,
I remember I used to borrow trade paperbacks of comics when I was a kid. When I was a kid, from the library. I was like a teenager. Mostly like Batman, and I remember I had great fun reading the old Silver Age Daredevil stories.
yeah. Well, hey, that's cool.
Was just saying recycling Spider-Man again, but he's a lawyer. That's basically what that was. Like
Well,
even first read it, I realized this just was him recycling Spider-Man.
yeah, yeah. I think it was a little different than Spider-Man. They had the religious aspect to Daredevil,
Well,
all
that wasn't
that.
there at the beginning.
Yeah, well, not at the beginning, yeah. But he was.
No,
I think in a lot of ways he became his own character easy enough.
hmm. Well, um, I even thought the first Stilt Man story was decent.
Yeah, the first one was pretty decent. You know, in
But
Action
but
Comics #1.
well, I said Stilt Man. I didn't say Superman.
Oh, Guilt Man.
Yes, from Daredevil villain.
Oh, okay.
Stilts Man. Like he had like a shrinking rate in his first appearance. In addition to the stilt legs, no, was the power armor with legs that extent.
Yeah, I know. I've seen
Uh,
Stilt Man before.
Also read the first. Also read that collection. I read the first his first story ever story of the Purple Man back before Bendis turned him into Mandrill.
Yeah, I can't say before I seen him and Jessica Drew that I had ever heard of the
Jessica
Purple Man.
Jones.
Yeah, yeah, Jessica Jones. My
I
bad.
say Purple Man was always Daredevil villain at first. Yeah, keep that in mind. It's just because of the Daredevil villain, nobody cared. Nobody cares about any Daredevil villain that isn't Bullseye or Kingpin. So
Well, I wouldn't say nobody cares, but I don't think a lot of people know about Mini beyond that because, unfortunately or unfortunately, they're given the most thing. In fact, till I didn't even realize Kingpin was a Daredevil villain. I thought he was more a
they
Spider-Man
started out as a
villain.
Spider-Man villain, but then Frank Miller decided to use Kingpin instead of Owl because he couldn't the Owl was a lot harder to take seriously. Because the Owl was just Marvel trying to copy the Penguin.
Yeah.
Like when I read the first Owl story ever in that Daredevil trade paperback, I'm like, I was laughing because I couldn't take him seriously for multiple reasons. One, it's trying too hard to copy the Penguin. and, 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 two, I'm like, this gimmick, this all his, it's like I don't know. It's so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. It's like like
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
like it was just trying so hard to copy the Penguin, but the Owl. I'm like it's just it was just ridiculous.
Now, Raul, I think this is a good ridiculous combination. Donkey Kong and Merman. Water monkey. Is that what you're gonna call him? Based on the old water monkeys, yeah, that you could buy in comic
Sea
books.
monkey.
Sea monkeys. Okay, yeah.
Sea monkey. Yeah, just call him Sea Monkey.
Mer monkey.
That's this
Mertong.
one. Sea Kong. That'd be cool. Sea Kong.
Marvin and Donkey Kong.
No, but like the owl was like a bird themed stock market guy or something, but who decides to become a gangster. I'm like, okay, this is just trying too hard to be the Penguin. And before he said the Penguin wasn't a mob boss, Penguin was literally involved in the mob in his very first appearance in comics. A lot of people don't know that.
No, but they didn't have him as much of a mob boss type character.
So he was a mob boss in his first appearance, but
Yeah.
but they didn't get rid of that until like later on. They decided to just get rid of that, but then they brought it back.
Yeah. Because, well, I remember first seeing, of course, the Penguin in the Adam West series.
Yeah, that was based on the more later version of the Penguin that as they refined the character later. But in his very first appearance in the comics, the Penguin story was he took over the mob for somebody. He literally took over the mob from another crime boss. From a crime boss. That was his first appearance ever.
Wow.
His first story. He's literally just this guy who took over the mob from a crime boss, and then took the game for himself. This first ever story. A lot of people don't even know that.
No, I don't think I got that far when I was reading DC. Way back
that
when.
was his first Penguin's first ever story published. So that was his first appearance of the character.
Yeah.
So like he did not become this over the top character with Penguin henchmen and stuff until a little bit later. Until later in the Silver Age. And that's obviously what the Adam West show is adapting.
Yeah.
But the Owl is like it's a copy of the Penguin. Of like it's like he flies with. It is ridiculous. Like his game is like he flies. He's fat dude flies, but it's a special cape with like special cape that allows him to fly like an owl. Like I was just reading this, like these stories ridiculous, ridiculous. Like that was not a good. That was like a miss from Stan Lee. Purple Man I thought was decent at the time. But again, the Brian Michael Bendis decided to change the character later and turn him into Mandrill.
Yeah.
And by turn him into Mandrill, I don't mean literally turn him into a monkey, because you don't know anything about Mandrill's personality. That's the thing. When I talk about turning him into another character, I talk about that character's personality
Yeah.
and his actions, not what he looks like. So you probably don't even know who Mandrill even is, which
I think I've heard of the character, but don't know much about him.
okay. Mandrill is this was a character created in the 80s. I think it's an Iron Fist villain. I'm not sure. It's a black. It's okay. His backstory is that this South African rich white guy got exposed to radiation at the same time as his black maid, and then they both went off and had separate children. And the white dude wound up conceiving a black child with his white wife because he got exposed to black woman's DNA and from the radiation, and it created this black child who, when he hit puberty, turned into a monkey man. And
Well, that certainly wouldn't go over today.
no, not only that. Anyway, but in addition to being a humanoid mandrill, he has another power, which is he has pheromones that allow him to control the minds of only women. So so because of that, he decides to use his powers to try to control women and use their bodies any way he sees fit, and also use them as minions for his crime, along with his. I'm not kidding. That's literally Mandrill's backstory. That's his powers. He's a monkey man. He's a monkey man who has mind control powers that work only on women, and he uses them as pawns in his crimes. And he's a sex offender. And he's a misogynist.
Jeez, I wonder why.
And he's also a black man's Louis Nate.
Yeah. Certainly wouldn't go over nowadays.
That's why you hardly see him. You know, they only reference his backstory whenever if he does show up.
Wendy Lynn. Robot. Wendy Lynn.
Oh, Wendy Lynn. Okay.
Because this is Wendy Okupa combined with Evil Lynn. And I just don't want to go I don't want to go Evil Wendy or Evil Koopa.
Yeah, mine's just Merman and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Boys.
I mentioned earlier that Brian Michael Bendis decided to turn Purple Man into Mandrill for some reason.
Yeah, you said that.
Just using man.
I will not do what you want, Skeletor.
Yeah, Rick Man and Merman.
What is is anyone in the comment chat say anything about that?
No, nobody said anything in a while in the chat. So let's grab a few of these pictures.
I mean, when's the last time we've seen Mesmero? I mean, it's like Purple Man kind of replaced Mesmero in a lot of ways. Like Mesmero is also a sex offender with mind control powers. I didn't even get it. Why do we need to turn Purple Man into that?
I
Like
don't know.
Superman, that cliche.
Who knows?
Like,
Raul
he was
says,
already known for different characters, though.
yeah, Raul says Merman's is here, chat. And Merman is actually spelled with an E, not a U.
Oh no, I gotta spell check it.
Metal says hasn't really been anything worth commenting on in a while, to be honest.
Impersonation of Merman. We should comment on that. It was great.
Spurman. Okay, so
By the way, I actually thought of a villain concept called Pheromone Man, who has the same power as Mandrill.
nah,
But I'm treating him more like a male version of Poison Ivy, if that makes any sense.
sure, why not? We can make anything make sense if we want to.
But usually you would not think of a concept like that for a character anyway. At least not there. I don't know what were the writers thinking when he thought of Mandrill.
I have no idea. I think they were smoking something, obviously.
I don't think you could get away with a lot of stuff back in the day. Oh man.
That was back in the '80s when he thought of him, like
I-
70s, 80s.
I'm not even
It was
sure
in
whether
the
you, that could be considered creative.
No.
Not a good creative, but creative.
like like the black guy
This
who's
now.
literally a monkey, who's literally the talking monkey, and he's got mind control powers that only work on women. He's like,
Oh, the Lenore thing. It's not that scary, Rick. It's just like this small baby girl.
oh, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah,
scary at all. It's a comedy.
but is
I
it on
wasn't
YouTube?
thinking it
'Cause I
was
saw an
scary.
animated thing about it.
Yeah, somebody made an animated version of Lenore.
Yeah, it's the drawings are the evil.
Yeah. I wasn't
It's
thinking.
not scary. It's meant to be funny. Now you was thinking Lenore's gonna be scary, Road?
Hey, I was getting all hyped up. It was like you went from what's his name, Johnny, whoever that dude is, that psycho guy. I was like, oh, cool. This is the guy, and then this is the girl version of it. So I'm going to this site, and it's just like a happy cartoon.
Well, she does do the same. She does the same things as Johnny. So
Oh,
yes.
looks nice. Looks like a what is it? Peanuts? Peanuts cartoon with Snoopy.
It looks like Peanuts, but it has the same content as Johnny.
What? Yeah,
Yes.
I gotta watch it. Is the YouTube show the comic book or?
No, it's literally an anime adaptation, but very low budget anime adaptation. It was made back in the early 2000s, around the time I was just a baby.
Never heard of that.
With the animation itself, that's up with the animation.
Watching that tonight, though.
We gotta put some pink in here somewhere. I'm not sure where.
Hank?
Oh yeah, well because Wendy
Uh,
Koopa has pink in her, a bunch of pink. So
oh, okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how I wanna.
And now that
Huh.
everybody's seen the Mario movie, was there?
I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well you're not
I
planning on
don't. I
seeing
don't
it
care.
anyway, so
Mm,
I'm not sure whether that counts, whether you've seen it or not.
No, I plan on seeing Sonic, but not Mario.
Yeah. Anyways, what were you saying about the Mario movie?
No, no. I was just asking if there was anything cool that happened in the movie that everybody has seen it.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I take it you haven't seen it then.
no, I haven't seen it, but I was just maybe something cool happened. I didn't know about. Well, maybe we won't spoil it.
I think it's worth seeing, especially in theater, especially
Oh,
if you,
okay.
especially if you can see it for, well, cheap. I'm
Oh,
not sure whether you have a cheap night where you are.
uh-huh.
I know I do,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think I think it could be worth the money, the main day money. But like I don't have a lot of money to spend all the time, so I'd rather a few extra bucks in
That's
my
true.
pocket than somebody else's.
I'm still thinking about the damn. I'm still thinking about the damn dumb Wonka movie. They talking Netflix talk about making. I'm like the dumb Charlie versus the Chocolate Factory. Like what the title don't even make any sense with the premise they hit their style they pitch in that sequel idea they making.
Another one of the Willy Wonka movie. They're making
Well,
it part two.
they're making an animated sequel to the book. Well, no, on Netflix. It's gonna be terrible. The premise is Willy Wonka was in prison because of what he did to the blueberry. We turned the girl to a blueberry. He went to jail. Then he came out years later, and Charlie's now a teenager. Uh, and there's a bunch of juvenile delinquents who break into the chocolate factory, and then some, to steal a special priceless Wonka bar. But then something bad happened.
Okay,
Well,
that just sounds stupid because I don't think Wonka would stick around to get charged. I think he'd go back to wherever the Oompa Loompas are from. Metal says something pretty smart. I try not to think about things I don't like. Same here. Although sometimes I must admit it is hard to think about things you don't like. Or sometimes it's too easy, but usually it's the best thing at that point is trying to think about something you do like.
wait, I don't know if he my dad that young. He might have a small house. I hope you didn't hear it. Don't hear it.
Well, I heard something in the background, didn't hear really what the person was saying.
No,
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
right. like that whole scenario sounds like a Robot Chicken parody of Willy Wonka, Willy Wonka, of Willy Wonka. That only sounds like it should be the action movie or something.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to say, you know. Probably best, just don't go see it. If you don't think it's going to be good, don't go see it. If it doesn't interest you, don't see it. Now, with your concept of it, I haven't seen anything. It sounds stupid. I'm probably not going to check it out. Let's see. Reynolds says, there are always strange sounds coming from Fitz's mic. Just assuming he lives in some kind of Lovecraftian crypt or something. Blue there.
Doesn't seem like Alfred is showing up today.
Yeah, not at the moment. But who knows? He can show up right near the end, although we only got about another half an hour. So, okay, take out this. Yeah. Add a layer. There we go. So said we're going to switch our colors to make this white. Let's see what color are her eyes are lighter blue. Do we have color revealed in eyes? They're just so black there. Oh, what color? They don't really show a color there either, so I guess we're going with Wendy's Koopa's eyes color.
Go.
You know, add a little bit too. this. Do 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 do. My little Roland Fitzgerald. My ring, my precious.
Precious.
Hmm. Let's see what her stuff. Open that up. Open. Metal says Rick's Golem sounds more like Rankin Bass's animated one, the best one. Okay.
Oh,
I think that's
I still ain't seen the Rankin Bass Lord of the Rings stuff. Legendarium. The franchise is called Legendarium.
Yes, it is. If you say so. We have no reason for disagreeing with you.
Of course, Legendarium franchise is being beaten like a stick now, with thanks to all the awful adaptations coming out.
Oh, well. Well, I think I will, but maybe not.
Again, we're going to ignore every legendary adaptation that comes out nowadays. So, like awful Rings of Power show, awful Gollum game, just gonna ignore all that stuff.
If you say so. If you say so, we will. Yes. No longer a princess, it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. Well, we need to get the colors tight. Still, but we got about half an hour to do that. Maybe add some lighting and shading.
Anyway,
What do you guys think? So far. So far.
yes, she looks evil. Look at her. Let's see this thing. Kopka, Kopka.
I'm glad Jim Ballant doesn't watch these streams. He'll probably make some kind of he'll probably use that as the next monster Taro has sex with.
Hey, I wouldn't care.
He
I don't
probably
care.
he probably don't know. I'm not sure if you know who Jim Ballant even is.
Nope, I don't.
Jim
And
Ballant.
I probably don't
He,
care.
Isn't he an artist?
yes, he came up with the modern day design for Catwoman.
Oh, I thought he did.
Like he created
She.
the modern day design for Catwoman they always use now.
The one with the
No, from the
goggles?
90s. Yes, no, back in the 90s.
Okay.
That was him. That was his design.
Okay, well, I'm not a big fan of it, but I've seen worse designs for her, I think.
Yeah, he's a comic artist. He used to work for DC for DC. For DC, yeah. Well, he mostly makes his own comic now. It's Magnum Opus.
Yeah.
Taro.
Well, heck, if I can inspire him, all the best, then, like, that's a feat. That's a feat, right? If you can inspire, another artist like that, especially in a big name one like that, me being a little fish.
No, that's good, but spies don't know a lot of these creators' names. Like,
Nope, I don't.
I can name you a tons of these.
Unfortunately, it was never something I never brought into a lot of the names and all that for them. And
No,
it's a good thing good thing, but a bad thing.
I'm sure you at least know who Rob Liefeld is.
I've heard the name, yes, and I know he did a lot of pocket stuff or whatever in the 90s or whatever.
But can't draw feet.
Yeah.
That's a meme on him. Pocket. Everyone has pockets everywhere.
But I wouldn't be able to spot him, other than that. And I know, some other he's really against a lot of the fans, but telling them not calling them. I think he did. I am not sure. Got a lot of that confused. Who said what about who?
Now Rob Liefeld great Deadpool, so
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if he if is that even a good contribution to comics. Like he created Deadpool, everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it brings attention.
It brings attention to comics, so I guess that respect is probably good. People are going to see the movies and want to go check out other comics because of that. Him and end up finding other characters. And of course, Deadpool's Canadian, so that's always a good thing. Creating a Canadian character. But I might be a bit biased on that one. Pass me down a little, so those eyebrows. I think that's what we're supposed to do. That's what I'm treating as. Eyebrows, eyelashes, bit of both. Both of it. Yeah, I'm gonna color here.
I'm probably leaving early, so goodbye, everybody.
Okay, later.
Good night.
Have a good night. Looking pretty good there.
Yeah, I'm
Railroad.
trying. Merman and Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique combination. I'm not sure who I'm doing next week. I think I gotta do another evil character. Bad guy
Uh-oh.
character.
Rick flowing to the dark side.
Yeah, well, I did a bad guy character this week, right? So
Oh yeah, she's the main one. She's the
no,
main
she's not.
bad girl character.
I mean, bad girl character. Yeah, and
Yeah.
people win. But
Oh
of
yeah.
course, there's Tila and the Sorceress, which are good guy characters, which I'm going to do eventually. But I gotta do, I think, another bad guy character. It will not be Skeletor.
I almost did it Skeletor.
I'm saving my Skeletor Bowser one for the last week after he made.
Ah, okay.
The first week I started with He-Man. Then I did Battle Cat, Yoshi, Mario.
Pretty good.
So
I like how it's a mix match of everything.
yeah,
He-Man.
I'm just trying to think what. I wouldn't mind wouldn't mind to put going back to DC and Marvel. I'm just trying to think what I could do afterwards. I know somebody suggested Thor, but what would I combine Thor with? Kids characters.
Or in Peanuts.
You know, I was gonna say, okay, with Peanuts.
Yeah,
Like,
what is it?
Charlie Brown?
Snoopy, Charlie Brown. Yeah. Is it called Peanut?
Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, that might be interesting. Charlie Brown is Dracula.
I don't know. We gotta listen to Fizz though. He says like maybe Charlie Brown might be too old. He likes all the new stuff to bring in people. I'm not saying you should do it. Stick to the new stuff.
You know what? I don't care. You know, sometimes I do stuff like this to attract attention or whatever. But
Yeah.
you know what? Yes, some of the new stuff will bring in, you know, some new, more what's going on right now or whatever. But you know what? Some of the old stuff will bring in people that like that old stuff.
Good.
And that's
I like
part of
the
the
old
you know,
stuff.
I'd like to get, you know, both those crowds, and I probably want more of the old school people because they'll enjoy my stuff a little bit better, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. And Metal Sauce Peanuts is timeless.
Timeless, right?
Yeah, well, I actually sort of, in some ways, agree. The amusement park that's near me puts on. They have the Peanuts characters there walking around. People in costumes.
Oh,
So
you see Snoopy walking around.
yeah, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Linus.
Hmm.
What's her name? The girl. I forget what her name is.
Yeah, I don't remember the girl.
That's always
I have
fucking
to
Charlie
Google that
Brown.
one. Hey, you gotta give your character the big donut pink lips. It's,
No,
it's
I'm not
missing.
doing that.
Why not? That's her lips. That's what her lips look
I'm not doing the big lips. I don't think it goes.
like. I did the big lips. It's like
Yeah,
he's doing big lips. I'm doing big lips.
yeah. Well, you did Donkey Kong, so the merman.
God, merman. The big lips crew.
Oh,
You should do that. The merman and voice. What is it? When we play Destiny.
yeah, we might play that tomorrow night after the show.
Oh yeah, tomorrow
Next,
night. What's today? I think it's Tuesday, right? Was it track of the
yeah,
days?
tomorrow, Wednesday,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Cool. Wacky Wednesdays.
Yeah, that's independent public domain. I didn't get to do much last week, but I'm planning on continuing what I was
You
doing
should tie
last
like
week.
a game stream on your channel too.
Pardon?
Destiny night with the
Yeah,
champions.
I might. That would go up on my other channel, my Pied Piper Hamilton. That's where I do when I do gaming stuff nowadays. That's where I do that. I put that. Whatever. Not that I do a lot over there anymore.
We get another Rick Piper episode on the Drop Zone Gaming Hour. You should download the app. Watch yourself on it.
I don't watch myself on
Episode.
my own show.
On your own stream? Oh, okay. Well, tell your friends to download the app and watch me then. Get more views. I'm glad we're in Canada now. Drop Zone Gaming is recognized in Canada.
See where Madness. What is it? Madness, whatever. And
Let me look for
Metal says
it.
Murky
Yeah,
Kong.
Madness.
The Madness Network, right?
Tells you how to get there. Oh, the Meg TV. Oh, this is super complicated. Roku. Here goes. So I'll drop the link here. This is super. I didn't even know how I figured it out. Go to your thing. Cross comment myself on the chat. Another chat. Okay, I'm gonna drop it in the chat here. Okay. So Roku sign up, and then account, and then you gotta just search for Meg TV.
Meg TV.
Yeah, I'm glad they
Well,
made it kind of.
well, like I said, I have Sorry.
A Roku TV, right? This looks weird. I thought it was a hyperlink. It's not even a hyperlink. What is this? Ugh. Go to channel? No. Not even a good hyperlink. Well, it's Meg TV. Got off the YouTube. Oh, there's light in your room.
Search Meg TV.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're doing voice search. That's great. I don't even know how I figured it out. Man, it took forever. That it? Oh, that looks like a weird drawing. That's not it.
Mother
I don't
Earth
think that's it.
Gaia. I don't think this is it.
No, that's not it.
Server unavailable.
Try just madness. Yeah, try madness. Spelling the word madness out. That's it. Wait, that's how you. I think you got it.
Exit.
Is it? I don't remember that intro.
Back to
It's the
find.
Gaia one.
Back to home.
Is it this? Is the same logo? The green dude?
Search Madness Network TV. Search Madness Network.
I think it's Madness Entertainment Group.
Search Madness Entertainment Group.
Yeah. And Crumb should come up. Green guy. Green guy come out?
Search Madness.
I'm gonna turn my Roku TV and see what it actually says.
Search Madness Entertainment. There it is, right there.
You see it? How do you know? Is it the,
I
is the green guy? Is
recognize,
it Crumb?
I recognize his thing.
The green dude?
Prom.
Is it Crumb?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's him. I just saw it. The green dude, the circle, the Crumb. Oh, you did it, man. It specifically says the Rick Piper episode. I'm not kidding. Cool. You can get everyone from Canada to start watching this. That's it. That's it.
There we go. Raul is doing it by which part of the process? And they got
You see it? Oh, yeah, Drop Zone Gaming. Season 2. A lot of stuff there. Yeah, you passed it, dude. There it is. Drawing. And then you kind of do search episode. And then Rick Piper was there.
Yeah, well, it's still a little bit of killing it.
Oh, sweet, you did it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good job, Rick. Rick's on the Roku. It takes a while to figure it all that out, but you got it. 1, 2, 3.
yeah, once I had the right
What was it called? How did you find it? It was just you just search for Madness.
Madness Entertainment.
Okay, okay, that's because it took me a while to figure out, but I know now I know what to tell people. Madness Entertainment.
Under, just search
Um,
under that.
you'll definitely see the Rick Piper episode. You gotta get some more of those episodes up there. Get Van
Well,
Hooser on
I'd like to
there.
see, I'd like to, I think they should have a lot more of the episodes. Well, your episodes up there, just not, mine, the one with me. Like,
Oh
you've
no
got a
no no
whole
no! It's
bunch.
got all the ones I've been doing.
Because I was
Year
only
one
seeing,
and year two.
I was only
Yeah,
seeing
yeah, yeah.
one
This is the second.
episode.
I'm in the second season of it. Get to
Open
do that, you
Madness
gotta go.
Entertainment.
Yeah, it's a little bit complicated. You figure it out. Oh, your screen is small.
This is
Just look for
the,
the drawing of me, the redhead dude. Drop Zone Gaming. It should say season 2.
yeah,
And you can
if
see
I go
season 1.
down
You can see
here,
all
I
my
see gaming
episodes.
shows, I see that one. But if I keep going down, it goes around and then back into this way.
Do you see what the titles are? Do they say gaming?
Choose a different episode.
Yeah, yeah. Choose a different episode, and then it'll give you all. Yeah, you're doing it. You're on season 2, right? I hope so. Yeah, that's all this. Those are season 2 ones. I tried to do one a week. Yeah, you're at the very end, I think, or it's the golf one now. I'm not sure. Is it the Rick? You see yourself?
Yeah, that one right there, that one looks like it's
Yeah, there's a lot of episodes, Rick.
yeah, well, I don't see a lot. Maybe it was like one.
Yeah, then try to get to season 1. Yeah, once you're in the, yeah, you're right. You're going that, yeah, you're in the right direction. Yeah, this should be season 1, I think now. You're figuring it out. So what's happening with the Madness, the Meg TV? The first movie that we have on there, they got another movie coming out, so should be cool. Yeah, you're in season 1. If you're yelled out Fortnite, yeah, that's when I was starting out. They're learning the avatar and all that stuff. It's video game stuff, dude. It's just me and video games. That was good enough to. I mean, sometimes in Fortnite I play with some people, but it's good enough as a crew now. Rick Piper crew. So your buddies in Canada. I am now in Canada. This is now official, people. We are officially in Canada. That's great. I can't believe this. I'm in Canada with the Drop Zone Gaming Hour. Rick officially added me to the Canada sector. Unbelievable. Thanks for that one, Rick.
Oh, no problem. I thought I had added the Madness app a while ago. I didn't. Now I have.
Yeah.
Not saying I'll watch much of it, but I've added
No,
it, so
yeah, that's good. At least you see it. That's cool though. Maybe if you have anybody coming over, you can be like, "Hey, check this show out." Ah, get a big following for the Drop Zone Gaming Era. Late Night Art Attack is on there too.
yeah. I was on that a couple times.
Yeah, I think you were close to the premiere of it. Remember, I brought you on the show. That was cool.
Yeah.
So the way I could record some more Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Good job on the coloring of the Snowdrift. I think you said it's complete now, right?
No, I got one more show.
Oh,
I gotta do the shading and all that. I'll show you. Do I have it up here? No, I don't. Sure.
it's now getting close to midnight.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much done with mine.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done too. It's just tightening my colors.
All right, buddy, I'm gonna head off to bedtime.
Well, give it 1 second here.
Oh, see the
I started the shading, as you can see, on lighting on the ice.
shading. Yeah. Fantastic, man.
You know, this
Fantastic
week I'm gonna
shading.
finish up this Saturday. We'll be finishing up all this stuff in the background. I'll be doing her shading and lighting,
Mhm.
so it's gonna look really. I think it's gonna look really good after Saturday morning.
Had my first interview today,
Oh yeah,
job wise. Yeah, so that's
oh,
good. Gonna
oh
get
that's
back on the
good.
job market.
Oh, that's good.
And then
Oh,
I think Thursday they might call me to speak to management. She says they hire a lot of people, this company, so that's good.
oh, that's
That's what I'm
good.
looking for.
Yeah. Well, I will. Me and my boss will probably be praying for you. We'll
Thank
pray for
you.
you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
I think that does help. Yeah.
Yeah. Before we leave, although we talked about this, anything you want to promote?
Yeah, like would you just saw the Drop Zone Gaming Hour? Definitely check that out. You see how easy it is to get the Meg TV. I think it's called Madness Entertainment on Roku.
Yeah.
Get a late night art attack Fridays after midnight at 1 a.m. Me and my co-host Jerome are on there. He's a really talented guy. He actually painted the flame, the
Yeah.
cover. He painted it. So my artwork. I
Yeah. One
think
of
we're
the
gonna see that. It's a cover.
Yeah, it's going to be one of 3 covers. Now,
Wow.
there there
It's actually
well,
gonna be a cover.
yeah. Mine's going to be a cover. Had a version of a cover, and then the guy that was supposed to do the flame before you he did a cover. So I'm going to have all 3. Normally I only do 2, but in this case I'll do 3. That one
What
was
about Jimmy Reyes or Reyes?
JS,
Doesn't
Jimmy
he?
Reyes.
Yeah, he did a good
Well,
drawing of her.
that's Snowdrift. I'm talking the flame. For
Oh, the
Snowdrift,
flame. Right. Oh, you're right.
for the Ash Can, there's only going to be 1 cover. For number 2, there's only going to be 1 cover. I only usually do, right now, it's only first issue. If it's, like a 20 issue 25 or something like that. You know, some sort of milestone. I might do more. I might do like actually metal. How is the Canadian Shield cover coming? I'm gonna be putting my stuff up on Amazon, and I want to do new covers for those. So I got metal doing a Canadian Shield, but it's gonna be going up on Amazon for #1, and then I will find the #2 for Canadian Shield. But Snow just #1 up.
You should
And-
like animate this cover. Add
Yeah.
that Rick Piper anime touch to it.
Yeah, I could probably put it up. Once it's done, I'll put it up on Rock, Rock, whatever, Rock.
Yeah.
Put it in there. I might bring it into my,
Add some music to it. All the good stuff.
yeah.
That full cross comics effect. I can just imagine it.
So, yeah, well, thanks for coming on, Raul. Fitzchozo, thanks for coming on. Thanks everybody out there for coming to the chat and participating. Just make sure you like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Let's get my watch hours up there. You know, I think they dipped recently a little bit. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's get them up there. Get me up to that 3,000 hours watch. We're close to the halfway point.
Let's watch, people.
Yeah, we're close to the 1,500 hour mark. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll catch you all later. We'll be back tomorrow or later today, depending on which time zone you're in, for independent comic and public domain characters. We'll be going over some of the ones we've done and coloring up, finishing them up, whatever needs to be done to them. We're trying to get a bunch of those done. So we'll catch you all later. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day, or whatever.